Hello, it's Angelica, Habib,
and Jhanelly Garcia from West Bloomfield High School.
Today we're going to be presenting about a career that doesn't get the recognition it deserves. We have chosen the profession Neonatology because it has helped many people near and dear to us, such as my cousin who was born 2 months early,
and my sister who was born 1 month early, so we want to shine light on this often overlooked occupation.
Many will often associate birth with only obstetricians, but neonatologists also play a large role in the process.
So what is it that neonatologists do? Neonatologists are responsible for aiding in high-risk deliveries as well as treating premature babies and those with health complications. Neonatologists must work alongside other healthcare providers such as the mother's obstetrician, the baby's pediatrician before and after birth, and pharmaceutical scientists for research purposes. Babies who are used to the intrauterine conditions may have difficulties adjusting to the extrauterine world, resulting in the need for a neonatologist. Neonatologists must specialize in the insertion of feeding tubes, the usage of phototherapy lights, and extracorporeal membrane oxygenation as detailed here on our board. Today we want to specify on one process known as endotracheal intubation that is done in order to ensure that the baby is receiving oxygen. Our baby shown here, as well as my sister, suffer from a condition known as tracheomalacia, in which the trachea is flattened, which hinders from air entering the lungs. A tube is placed within the mouth into the trachea past the larynx. A ventilator may be attached to this tube in order to ensure that the baby is breathing properly and to ensure that it's receiving the right amount of oxygen for its body. It's the processes like this that were used by neonatologists to save my sister's life.
Through talking to an experienced neonatologist, Dr. Brittany Jackson, we have learned that the procedures that we have detailed here today have remained the same during COVID-19 because they have all been practiced in sterile environments. Becoming a neonatologist involves a rigorous and lengthy education of 14 years. These 14 years include 4 years of a college degree, 4 years of medical school, 3 years of perinatal training, and 3 years of neonatal fellowship. Certifications for this career are listed here on the board. Top neonatal programs in the U.S. are also listed here on the board, all of which include an amazing neonatal fellowships and practice with skills that are vital for a neonatologist.
A neonatologist works within an NICU or a neonatal intensive care unit. An NICU is filled with bright lights, loud noises, and complicated technology that may be hard to get used to. A neonatologist has a shift that averages at about 12 hours. However, some shifts may be 24 hours every 3 days.
These long shifts can be considered a challenge in neonatology, but there are many benefits that outweigh these challenges. Some benefits are that it is very rewarding. It is a very rewarding thing to save a life and to make a family happy. Another benefit is that it has a high-paying salary.
The salary nationally averages at about $208,000, while locally it's $217,000. The lower global average of $116,000 demonstrates that salary is highly impacted by geographical location, as developing countries often ignore the importance of neonatologists. Neonatologists that are just starting can be expected to make $175,000, while neonatologists with experience or with their own private practice can make upwards or even beyond $250,000. There are certain qualities crucial for all neonatologists to possess. A neonatologist must be empathetic and understanding while still being good communicators. A parent who has an infant that requires care from a neonatologist is probably going through a lot of pain and stress. A neonatologist should be able to understand this pain and stress while still communicating every single detail.
Today we have created for you our very own incubator. Incubators are very commonly used in the NICU because they maintain environmental conditions and provide a safe, controlled space for the baby while its vital organs are developing. Adjustments can be made to the incubator, such as adjustments to temperature, oxygen level, and humidity. These are used for premature babies, babies with breathing issues such as fluid in the lungs, and babies with infections, and many more. These are used in combinations with other medical procedures such as delivering the nutrients through an IV, constant monitoring of vital functions, and ventilating. Incubators are very vital in the NICU, but there are other major technological needs that are also described here on our board. Some include advanced hemodynamic monitoring and bedside pulmonary functioning.
We hope that we helped increase your knowledge on this extremely important career to the future of our generations. With a growth increase of 22% between 2012 and 2022, it is clear that the prevalence and recognition for this career is only increasing.
Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoyed our presentation of Neonatology.